know who our guest is, our guest, of course, is the Executive Director of Symphony Tacoma, the one, the only, brilliant Karina Barn. Hello, my love.
Hello, hello.
You haven't been back on the comfy couch since before COVID.
That is true. I did a couple Zooms, but it's the first time back on the couch.
And so much has happened. You have expanded your family. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I live for your Instagram pictures and some of the Facebook pictures of your traveling and the food that you make.
Yeah.
I am just like, wow, I want to come to their house. So let's talk about, last time we had Maestro Ionides here, and she talked about this gala that was coming up. And I think it was like 2 weeks away from when she was on the comfy couch. Can we hit play again, and can you tell us how it was? Give us a recap.
We had an amazing gala. It was, the theme was Autumn Rose, and we raised over $220,000 for the symphony.
Oh my gosh.
Symphony Tacoma's mission is building community through music. So in my opinion, the gala does just that. It brings people together in the community. You hear amazing music and you hear about our programs and what we're trying to do in the community. So I'm really grateful for everyone who supported us at the gala, and we'll see you next year.
That's right. So what's coming up next? And you brought a video to kind of talk over and tell us.
We did. So what are you doing next weekend?
I think I'm being invited to something.
So next weekend we have our second classics concert coming up, and it is a concert that you do not want to miss. So there's two pieces on the program specifically that I wanted to highlight. The first one is Caught by the Wind by Jessie Montgomery. Now her piece evokes the feeling of a bicycle wheel spinning. So it's an amazing piece, and it's something that I would say most of our audience probably has not heard before. So we're really excited to bring a new piece to Tacoma.
Yes.
The second part of the program is just a concerto, but it's not just any concerto. This is what we like to call the king of concertos, but I'm going to say it's the crown jewel.
Nice.
This is Dvorak's Cello Concerto, and it is being performed by Grammy Award-winning cellist Zool Bailey.
Oh my goodness. That is exciting.
Yes.
One of the things that, because there's so many things that Symphony Tacoma does so well, is the talent that you bring in. You know, when you talk about a bicycle wheel moving, I remember one of the concerts where, I don't remember his name, but he played these beautiful drums.
Sandeep Das.
Say it again.
Sandeep Das.
Yes. And I thought to myself, how on earth did Tacoma get this artist on this stage? And you guys continue to raise the bar like that.
Thank you. You know, we're lucky that Maestra Sarah, she performs all over the country and sometimes even all over the world. And she's able to make these connections and bring these amazing guest artists to Tacoma. So we are thrilled for next week, and we hope that you join us.
Yeah, well, there we go. So holiday season is almost among us. It's almost time for that big turkey date that some people like. I personally am more into like saffron and ossobuco and risotto, but that's okay. What musical treats do you have for us? Because nothing says family and holidays like musical concerts.
So we have our Holiday Favorites performance coming up, and it features, talk about building community through music, so many of our community groups. So first of all, it features our Symphony Tacoma Voices, led by Jeffrey Boers, who has joined you on the sofa
I love him.
Many times. It also features the Tacoma Youth Choir, led by Judy Harrington. We have a group from the Tacoma Youth Symphony coming, a brass group, so they'll be playing some carols outside of the Pantages beforehand. And we have an amazing soloist. We have something for everyone. So if you might be inclined to want to sing a couple carols, you can join us there. And if you just want to enjoy the music and get in that festive spirit, then that's the concert for you. Now, not only that, but we also have Messiah coming up, and that's Handel's. I need to say no more, but if you want to sing along to the Hallelujah Chorus, that is the concert for you to join us at. It's at St. Charles Borromeo, so it's not downtown, but I can tell you at St. Charles, parking is pretty easy.
Boy, and let me tell you, the acoustics in there, beautiful. So all of this makes me think about gifts, and I haven't started yet, and I probably need to start. And yet, what if I gave somebody a a year's subscription to the Symphony of Tacoma.
Well, that would be amazing. And I think a subscription or a 3-pack to the Symphony makes the perfect gift option. So if you visit our website at symphonytacoma.org, you can find out more information on how to get a subscription for a friend or family member.
That's right. And I would like that also, by the way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So let's talk about Mini Maestros, because first off, I love the name Mini Maestros. They are coming back this season. Tell us about the series and tell us about what you brought after you're done with that.
Well, I'll say that Mini Maestros, ever since having a child, brings on a whole new meaning. And I think I mentioned this when I've been here before, but my husband and I both play the trombone, and watching our little one try and imitate dad by buzzing is very, very, very cute. But you know, we're not quite ready to introduce brass instruments quite yet, but we do have some string instruments. So one of the things that we do at our Mini Maestros performances is we want to make sure that we have kids ages 2 through 8, we give them the opportunity to try an instrument. And for the most part, we have strings, we have some percussion, and again, maybe in the future after COVID, we'll bring the brass back. But we want kids to know what it feels like. So we have something called an instrument petting zoo, where you get to try an instrument. So today I brought you a violin, so you can be our Mini Maestro.
Because you know that's my favorite instrument.
Yes, and would you like to try it?
I would. Okay, so talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
Okay, so on your left hand, you're going to hold the violin, and you're going to put the chin rest under the left side of your chin. So
Okay.
this is going to be a left hand.
Oh, don't drop this, Amanda. Okay.
Okay, so far so good.
Is that good?
That's perfect.
Is my hand, is this hand okay?
Yes, that's great.
Okay.
Now with this hand, with your right hand, you are going to make a circle with these 2 fingers, and then you're going to grasp like that, and then just put the rest of your fingers down.
Now I have to admit, we tried this in the green room, and I'm better at chopsticks than I am with this. Oh,
You did great.
I gotta fix my fingers.
Yeah, so we're just gonna move you down a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna let everything kind of cascade. And
See, listen to you.
yeah, and now.
And now. Oh, Amanda. Oh. Do kids laugh?
They do. They have an amazing. Are you having fun right now?
Oh, am I ever? I'm imagining that I can actually play Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Da 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 da. I love this. Where was this when I was growing up?
Well, I'm not sure.
Because let me tell you, my life could have turned out quite differently given how much I love classical music and I love the violin.
Now, at our Mini Maestro series, again, I mentioned that we have strings, and one of the coolest instruments that we've ever had at a petting zoo is a harp. So think about that for a second. You're able to pluck the harp, and then our board member, Pat Wooster, came around and she showed kids how to play scales. It was amazing. And it's just, you see the smile on kids' face, and you know, they're interested in music.
And are we talking the big harp?
Oh, it's the big harp.
It's
yes.
the one that lays back in her lap and she does that beautiful
yes.
thing with?
Yes.
Oh my, I would have paid money to be there because the sound of that is so amazing the first time you hear it, but it's also a sound that you never forget and you try to find again in life.
Yeah.
The sound of a harp. Oh my God.
And I'll just add this, the harp, doesn't matter what your skill level is, it's always a pleasant sounding instrument.
Unlike what I just put our guests through. So if I am a mom and I'm thinking that is the perfect gift for me to give my child, or my grandparents are asking, what can we do that's educational, that's an experience, when does Mini Maestros start?
So it starts on January 22nd.
Perfect.
We have 4 different concerts. The first one features strings, the second one features brass, the third one features the percussion section, which is really cool. And then the last one culminates all the instruments together with Peter and the Wolf. So that one, it's a bit of a woodwind highlight, but brings everything together.
So when you say concerts, you're talking about Symphony Tacoma members playing and the little ones listening.
And they get to come up, well, I shouldn't give too much away, but they get to come up on stage, and some of them get to actually be a little Mini Maestro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. I mean, what a beautiful opportunity for a child to be exposed to music.
Yeah.
We know the connections between music and math and science at a very early age. And I can't think of a better thing to teach your child than the love of music and instruments, because it will stay with them forever.
And one of the things that I love the most about music is it gives kids confidence.
It does.
It does.
It does. I had a mentor that used to say children need two things. They need the love of learning and the ability to stand up in front of a crowd and be confident.
Yep.
And that's exactly what you're teaching mini maestros. Do you have children that have continued all the way through? Because this is what is this like your fourth year? You took a break for COVID with mini maestros. And then do you have repeat offenders coming back this year?
So we took a break for in-person mini maestros, but we were able to do a couple online. So we had those shown on YouTube, which is really fun. So if you wanted to get an idea about what our programs are like, go ahead. And join our YouTube page. But we have kids that just want to come. And then we have kids say, oh, you know what, I picked up the violin and that was really cool. And now I'm playing in my school band.
Yes,
school
exactly.
orchestra.
So last few minutes, let's talk about how we get tickets and are there any discounts if you want to bring the whole tribe?
So you can go to symphonytacoma.org and we have a lot of discounts. We have student discount, military discount, senior discount. But if you and 10 of your friends, and I'm going to challenge you for this for next Saturday.
Remember who my best friend is.
You and 10 of your friends want to go. We have 10% off. But if you and 20 of your friends want to go, then it's 20% off all of your tickets.
That is, I mean, I'm like, okay, downtown, have dinner, do this. Perfect.
Build community.
Build community
music.
and get a chance to be with your friends before the holidays, because you're not going to see them during the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Que bella that you came here with this beautiful violin, shared such amazing information. You are a breath of fresh air. Thank you for doing what you do for our city.
Thank you.
And give that baby a big hug. And could you blow bubbles and necks maybe for me? And could you blow bubbles on toes too?
He's just starting to have a neck now.
That's okay. That'll happen in time.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you again so much for being here and for bringing the violin as well. And I may have to mosey down and be in a concert next weekend.
All right. You and 19 of your friends.
That's right, 19 of my closest friends. When we come back, after just a little bit of musical chairs, we're going to have Tacoma Musical Playhouse here and be talking about Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.